Hi guys! For today's vlog, it's very exciting. I'm going to teach you how to prepare your seeds for sowing. So, I'm going to show you from scratch the step-by-step process. This what we are preparing today is for the indoor sowing. So, you can also do the direct sowing, but this one, the type of seeds I'm going to prepare today is for indoor sowing, which means I'm going to prepare it at home before I put it outside because they are not susceptible to the cold climate condition right now, which is still winter. Today is February 2, 2020, and these seeds usually grow from 3 to 6 weeks depending on the seeds. Sometimes it go 8 weeks. So when the seeds grow, it will be planted during the spring season. So these seeds are just for my garden. We also have a separate seeds for our greenhouse. We also have for the real garden that we have at home and also for the farm. But these are mine. These are my Asian vegetables and I'm really excited. I hope all the seeds will grow. So let's start. Now I'm going to show you the materials that we have here. First, we have the planting material. So I have here my seeds. Some are from Philippines and some I got from last year. And I also here put some captions and for indicator what are the seeds I have. So because if you're sometimes seeds are very confusing because they look similar, so you better have this notes, so be sure that you know what are the seedlings. And then I also have here my guide because I want to be specific on what will I put, what are the seeds, how many seeds. So by the way, the rule of thumb is you need to, for example, I want 10 malungays, but it's not 100% germination success. So I will put maybe 15 or 20 malunggay seeds. So I will be sure that I will have the exact amount that I will need in the future. So because again, not all will germinate. And anyway, if you have a lot later, you can do the thinning, which is the elimination of the ones that are not that good seedlings. And I have here the seed tray. Neighbor passed by. I have here the seed tray, and I also here the seedling pots. By the way, these are old ones, but I clean it first just to remove the bacteria or fungi or other things from the previous year. And we have here our soil. This is a compost soil. And we have here the potting mix. This is what you will need to use to start your seedlings. So we will mix this potting mix and our soil. And I have here the water. So because we need, when we mix the soil, the regular soil, compost soil, and the potting mix, we need to make it a little bit moist. And then we have here our water spray because seeds are very sensitive, and no, you cannot just water them directly with too much water. You need to have this because they're very sensitive. Just to spray a little. Okay, now let's go start. Alright, now we are going to combine our potting mix and our compost soil. Oh. By the way, it's my husband who took this compost soil. Thank you, Baba. And he's filming. Okay. That's enough. Don't need to put everything.
Mm.
Just to add this potting mix, because this potting mix have nutrients, so it's better the seedlings will have this necessary nutrients when they start to germinate. Do you know the seeds actually are just waiting? It's like a DNA. It's just waiting for the natural conditions to be given unto them so they will grow. So they need water, sunlight, and soil nutrients. So once we plant and we put all this all together, then the seed starts to grow and bloom. And that's what we're going to do so we have successful rate of germination. We need to provide them the necessary nutrients they need. Now that our soil is fully mixed, now we're going to put some water to moist the soil. Remember, not too wet and not too dry. Just enough, just to have the soil a little bit moist. Alright, next step is to put the soil into our seedling trays. So our seed trays. You don't need to put a lot, just little, because these seeds will be transplanted anyway. Just little amount. I will use my hand to make it faster and sure. There you go. And you will fill all this. Alright, I finished putting soil in my seedling trays and seedling cups. So you see it? Now it's ready for planting the seeds. Since we don't put the seeds very deep, all we need to do is just to spread over a little of this potting mix on top. There you go, to cover our seeds. You can use this like this small cup just to sprinkle some soil top. All right, there. Yay! So all our pots have seeds planted already. Now what we're going to do is to moisten it a little. Remember, not too dry, not too wet. Just enough for the soil to moist. So we can use this sprinkler to be safe, so it won't wet too much. Just few spray. And again, these are seeds for indoor planting. We also have seeds for direct sowing. And those are the seeds that we will put directly on the ground. Like, for example, carrots, uh, celeries, beans, and other seeds. And these seeds are also requiring dark area to germinate. So after this, we're going to place this in a warm, dark area. So we're gonna place it in our basement after I moisten all these seeds. Okay, Daddy will put this to the basement. Alright, our seedling trays and seed pots are now in dark place and warm area. Now we're going to cover it and let it stay here until it germinates. So once it germinates, we will remove the cover because once they germinate, they will need sunlight. But for now that they're in this incubation period, they need a dark area and warm place. All right. After 1 week, we have some seedlings coming out. Just so tiny. Here's one more. So tiny. So this is 1 week update from the time we sow our seeds. So it takes 3 to 6 weeks for the seeds to grow, and now it's been a week, but we see some small ones growing. So since we are placing it in dark and warm area, we will transfer this into an area where there's direct sunlight once they already germinate. When they started germinating, that's the time we transfer them to a very sunny area. For now, we will keep them here in the basement until they germinate. Whoa, I'm so happy. I thought I was just checking what it is. So it's my malunggay, little one. You see that? So small. There's another one. Whoa, they're growing. It's just a week. I think 1 more or 2 more weeks, then these seedlings will be ready. I think they will start germinating all of these seedlings soon, and by that time we will transfer them in the area where there's direct sunlight before we transplant them outside. So slowly but surely. Yay! I'm so happy. Oh, 1 week. I didn't expect this to be too fast. Oh. Good morning. This is our 2nd week update. You see, they started germinating already. So there's a lot that germinated. Now, what I did is I transferred here in the space in our room where there's good sunlight. So again, when they started germinating, that's the time you put them in the place where there's good sunlight because they love to grow when there's sunlight. Oh, see, we have already. I'm still keeping the rest that doesn't have germinated yet in the basement where there's dark area, and I will transfer everything when they already started germinating. So this is for the 2nd week. Yay! And all you have to do is to repeat the process. Once you see that your seeds started germinating, then you transfer them in direct sunlight. In another video, we'll show you how to transfer and transplant our seedlings once it's ready for transplanting outside. All right, we have successfully germinated our seeds for indoor sowing, and I'm very happy because in 2 weeks time they're ready to be in the sunlight where they can grow bigger until they're ready to be transplanted outside. So that's all for now on this video, And please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow our next video where we will transplant these seeds outside. And one more thing, what's the advantage of indoor sowing is that by the time that it's spring, you already have ready seedlings to plant, and you will have enough time to plant it, and we will have good harvest. At the same time, it's a big savings because it's very expensive if you buy the seedlings. And seeds, imagine one pack of seed costs less than 1 mark. It's like less than half euro, and you have like a lot of seeds inside. And when you go to like farmers market, it's around 1 2 marks, €1 each, and it's a big savings. And so I'm very happy. And let's see for the next video. I'm excited to share to you our journey as we do our home garden at home. Thanks for watching.